What use is it for a man to gain the whole world and lose his very soul? This is the tale of four youths whose story ain't too often told. The first is of a young man that forgot all wisdom and knowledge comes from God, trying to be some great wonder, some kind of wonder. What was he thinking, trying to run game on Mr. El Shaddai? But for too long knew he was special and sat back quiet, and one day got an audience and heard the crowd screaming his name, and then corrected glory for fame, started stunting. Yet something caught his mind, and in time forgot whom held him up when he couldn't survive in his own lungs, and by the Lord's hands he sucked. But what an honor to be honored, he was thinking. Forget holy living, we were faithful with the world, getting cars, catching women. God called his name and said, come back to me, my son. He answered in a minute, let me glisten, I'm having too much fun, he tripping. And on that day, God didn't require his soul. I heard us marching up and down MLK the last time I was told. The world ain't that much to gain, fast and pray for your soul. Humble yourself, but God will do it for you too far gone. The second is of this young girl, 16, so cute, Gucci bag, Gucci belt with the frog in her boots, apple bottom jeans, nice frame, she thinks she's thick, the real hair, the real nails, and the feet stay dead. Raised in the church, but seeing them cats jockeying like dogs, not knowing their self-worth, not knowing that her virginity was a precious commodity, right? No, she didn't know or wasn't told that if she gave it up, she'll never get it back, and that her level of popularity wouldn't be exalted or slack because she wasn't a bad person, right? Or maybe she didn't know that her identity wasn't based on popularity or didn't have clarity on the diversities of STDs and KIDs, please. Don't believe the hype. See, this one grew up in a church with anointed teaching, so she wouldn't be psyched. Decided to go wild, 4 years and 3 babies later. Got 2 black rings around her eyes, one strange cough, and got a mouth like a gator. This isn't our eternal home. His grace and mercy endureth forever, but what sad life. But what a testimony if she goes back to the cross. The third story is of a young man. A very happy young man he was, but his happiness and his joy of life wasn't too well accepted by his peers, by his family, by the world. Why are you so happy? Why are you smiling all the time? You must be gay. Shunned the way he was. The love of the church pressing him by. Suicide. Man, what thoughts? What a weight to be put on a young man in the 7th grade. And anger builds. Too weak to fight off his attackers. Too nice to curse them back out. Anger builds. Then follows his statue. The love of the church pressing him by. Homicide. Man, what thoughts? What a weight to be put on a young man in the 8th grade. At home, he goes to his room, closes his door, and his game system is his best friend. Done beat this game 10 times, thinking, how am I going to win? Shunned away from the world. How is he still smiling, they ask. Just sit back and relax, watch. One day he gonna crack. Oh, but as time went on, that young boy turned into a man with a fatal power right and a 2-foot shoulder span. A non-bitter man still smiling and realizing that he is nothing without Christ. Fighting with the lust of his members, which once in fact controlled him, but grace and mercy brought him through. And after all he's been through, he sees the people that made his life live in hell in his eyes and give them a big smile to their surprise. Hating them is futile. His heart stays clean to the blood. He grows, he prospers, life goes on, more choices come on. Personality outweighs popularity, and now he's 127 haters strong and counting. Fourth and final, female, 15, so cute, with a school color polo and her plain white shoes. Real quiet at school, see, her life was at home, taking care of her 2 young brothers where the mother felt done wrong. Never knew her dad, mom got knocked up, he tore out. Teachers told her that she was a statistic in the system and it never come out. 2 years later, her friends pushing her to parties talking about, come on girl, we all gonna be sipping and take me and bringing Joe so we can all get lifted. Stop tripping. You know it's gonna be fun. She come back like, no, I got some work and some errands to run. Where they say, well, you 17, it's supposed to be the time of your life. You ain't gonna have that shape forever, better shake it while it's tight. It's like, nobody understands her. Yeah, her personality stands out. Yeah, people around school know her, but she don't stay running her mouth. She say, I got work and errands to run. She repeats the same as the first. They're like, come on, y'all, let's go before she make me curse. 2 more years later, school's out, life begins. Them party girls can't spell work, but the other floating through the wind, talking about, let's go to church, mama. She says happily, we ain't been in a minute. And when we get back, we can get it popping in the kitchen. Now listen, some of our young people have been chosen to bear the weights of some families, and insanity is an option. But the Lord is our strength. See, the testimony that her mother gave for her days with her apple-bottom jeans and boots with the fur gave way for her daughter not to make the same mistake. See, at least that mother sat down with her baby and wasn't slow to communicate, told her how she went from fine to lying, being solo with 3 children to raise. That young woman gave heed to her soul and ended up in a dungeon, and while at work, that smiling man walked up. That's how she met her husband. Now, the man from the first tale finally surrendered to God and got a swagger back. Ran into his baby mama, so she got a mouth fixed, got Jesus in her figure back. Saw her 3 children looking and doing well, and the daughter that they had together was married. The Lord restored his money, so he bought the newlyweds a new caddy. Personality versus popularity, which one would you choose? Please choose the easy roll, let the word of God be your rule. Thank you. Come back to the stage, Mrs. Jamal Smith.